Every year, Suaram will launch 2 reports, and every time the report is still as thick as ever, even though I try to reduce it a little to make it a little more concise. Some years, it's because things are bad, and there's a lot of stories or cases that we like to highlight and share with people. In some years, like this year one, I think it's a lot more reflective, because for once we have a government that provides some degree of opportunity to listen to at least criticism against their policy and what they have done or failed to do. So this year will be a bit more reflective, and the report chapter we have covered about 14 chapters, including some issues on Sarawak, on what's it called? On IPCMC, the Independent Police Complaints and Misconduct Commission. We also cover some other topics on gender and sexuality. But most of the topics I'll focus here is the one that Suaram worked on directly. There are a lot of issues in Malaysia that Suaram unfortunately does not have the capacity to work on, like freedom of religion and belief. It's not the mainstay of our work. Good side of things. What I'll call government accessibility. Used to be we can send 10 letters to a government or ministry department. None of it will go through. We can email to him while the person is on the line with us, and when he says it went through, he'll say, nope, we received nothing. That was the trend from as far as I can remember. But after the change of government, this has fortunately changed. For most part, if you write to a government ministry, they will respond to us. And in some cases where they are not comfortable responding on paper what they want to say, they sometimes will just call and inform, this is officially what's going on, but behind the scene, we are trying to progress this. So I think that's the biggest change that we have seen. It might not be very visible because it's not something that you suddenly just release a press statement, oh, the Ministry of Home Affairs wrote back to us. But it's something that really helps us get our works together, because we can at least now communicate and understand what's going on the other side. It also brings about a new challenge, because suddenly you have 10 letters that you send out and 10 of them replied, and you need to address all 10 of them back again in a very proper manner and figure out where we stand. But it's a good progress. We have also some very important royal inquiries going on. Some of them might just be nothing more than show at this point, because the facts of the matter itself has been very well investigated or documented. But I think it's still an important process for the country to go through. Now the lackluster part. So I think a lot of people, when we had a change of government, were still thinking a very executive-centric framework of idea or policy or management. When we have an issue, we don't think about the parliament, we think about going to the minister and getting the minister to address it. So I think it's really, whereas for us, we've kind of been trying to do both. We're also trying to get parliament to be up and running, especially the standing committee system. But that system, unfortunately, has been very slow since its announcement in July. I think only the Reform Caucus has met anyone. So, yeah, so that has started to take place, but still very slow progress. And it's one of those things that I think if any countries with a very robust parliamentary system, it's always good to have shared experience with our MPs here to see where they should go. I think our Speaker of the House mentioned about 2 months ago when the media approached him, they mentioned that some people were concerned that the parliament was getting too powerful because so much changes was taking place in it. I'm not sure how the parliament can be too powerful under Westminster democracy, but it's something that I think they need to figure out where the parliament stands and how it works. At the moment, I don't think the parliament is anywhere near to being able to check the executive when there are misconduct or policy mistakes that should not be happening. And we also have the Institutional Reform Committee, if anyone forgot about that. Unfortunately, everything is still under OSA. And nothing more to that. So, and sorry, one last big thing that I think we are still having a lot of problem with. The ministries might have opened up a lot more to engagement, but the tabling of new laws and policy or introduction of new policy, it's still done in a very haphazard manner. For example, like the last parliament sitting we had, the National Security Council Act suddenly tabled as a bill in Parliament for amendment. There was no consultation with any groups before that, not even with MPs themselves were caught surprised, caught unaware with it. Things like that should not be happening anymore. And those are things that you can just circulate the draft bill and let everyone have to look at it and discuss about. And that was also the same case with most of the legislation we had. We had media council that suddenly you have the government saying we need a media council, how it's going to be done, no one really knows. Something civil society can take initiative and holding a consultation on, but it's not everything that civil society can do. Civil society, unfortunately, is still relatively small in the country compared to the resources government have.